Welcome to this Buzz tutorial on the Parent Portal. Previous to this video, you should have received an email that provided a URL, username, and password in order for you to log into the platform. Once you log into the platform, you will actually come into your child's instance of Buzz. So you will be able to see any courses that they are enrolled in when you first log in. So for example, my student has 3 courses they are enrolled in. Looking around the dashboard, I can see there's one announcement in my upper right. I can see in my upper left that there's a to-do list, which will list any assignments that my child has coming up or that are past due. The activity stream will show me anything that's been handed back to my child with the grade and the amount of time that that child has spent. If I want to, I can click on the title of the activity to enter that activity to see what it was. And then when I click back on courses, it'll take me back to my dashboard where my child's courses were. When I look at a course card, I'll be able to see my child's overall grade and how much time they've actually spent within the course. Please be advised that some schools, their grades show per quarter, not an overall yearly grade. To enter the course, I can simply click on the course card and I will come to the landing page of the course. In the landing page, I'll be able to see again my child's current score, how many minutes they've spent. This here is a shortcut to the grades. I can see badges that my child's been awarded by the teacher. Sometimes teachers use agendas to hyperlink activities and provide activities that students are supposed to do daily. I can see the activity my child last visited and what's coming up next for them. And then below I can actually see their assignments. Again, please note that some schools may break these up per quarter. And if you want to see it all, you can go to all periods. To click on an activity will take me into that activity. I'll be able to see the activity just as my child saw. In this case, if I would like to see what my child did in this activity, I can go down here to where it says View Grade Details. It'll show me the score again, the date it was submitted, and then I can look at the questions. So this is the entire test that my child took. I can see their answers. I can see the feedback that was provided. And I'll also be able to see anything that my student got incorrect and what the correct answer was. In the grading details as well, I can see the submission history and how many times this has been submitted. I can see analytics for this, so I can see how many students are actually in the course and where the frequency of scores were for this. And if objectives have been tied, I can see what objectives have been tied to this exam. And I can even review what that objective is and if there were any activities that were tied to this objective. To exit out, I go up to my upper left and I click on the X. And then I can click on the X again to go back to the course's landing page. So again, to enter the grades, I go up here to my right and I can click on the gradebook for my child. And again, please remember, schools may do this by grading period, so don't be too overwhelmed by the grade you see right here until you have a better understanding of how your teacher uses Buzz. But I can see the grades and I can see how much time again, and if it was submitted late, it'll turn red. In my activity tab, this is the one that you may find important because it's going to tell me the overall time my child has spent in this course. And then for each activity listed, it's going to tell me when they started it and the duration of time they spent on this. Objective Mastery will list every single objective within the course. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to see what objectives that your child's been working on. And again, if I go over to my right and I click on this down arrow, I can see the activities that were linked to this objective. And by clicking in it, I can go back to that activity and look at what my child did. And again, I can click the X in the upper left to go back to the page I was just on. Analytics again will show me the number of students in the course and the frequency of grades for that student. And then badges will show me the badges that have been assigned to my child. And then if I go up here to my right and I click on show badge details, it'll actually tell me why my child received that badge from their teacher. To log out, I can go up to my upper right, click on the circle, and then go down to log out. This has been a video tutorial on how to access your parent portal.